Yes, good morning, fellow Americans. Here once again to follow what's happening in the world. And always requesting the freedom of Roger Stone, an innocent man who by the CPUSA, which still calls himself the Democrat Party, were persecuted, kidnapped, and is in prison just because of his conservative views and his efforts to inform and denounce the corruption in the Democrat Party. So here I am, man. My name is Eduardo Rodriguez from Puerto Rico. I was born in the United States. I'm a veteran. And I love my country and a true patriot. Let's see what's happening. Okay, first of all, before I start, and I want to say hi to all my fellow members of the DAV, Disabled American Veterans of Puerto Rico, Chapter 11, and all around the United States. Good morning, and saying hi to all of you veterans who served honorably. And to my fellow compatriots of the islands of Cuba, I want to say hi to Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia and his wife, Nelva Ismari Ortega Tamayo, and all the members of the UNPACO. UNPACO is a movement in Cuba, which is like the Salvation Army in the United States. These people are the ones who are truly doing the work which the government, which the communists, not government, because not duly elected, which the communists are not doing. They're not feeding the people. People are going hungry. People are going out without soap. They're requesting that people take care of themselves, putting on masks to avoid the coronavirus. But then there's no soap, there's no water, there's a lack of a whole bunch of things in Cuba. And it's a total disaster what's happening over there. The crisis is terrible. I got a number if anybody wishes to cooperate by donating to the cause of the UNPACO. There's a way of getting in contact in the United States, and I'm going to show you this a way of communicating with these people. Should be careful. It's gonna take a little bit, a couple of seconds, just to think what I'm doing, because if not, I'll erase everything I had prepared. But I want to go to the information that the doctor Nelva Ismari, the wife of Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia, who was recently, a couple of days ago, was set free with a house arrest, with a house arrest order for no reason. The guy's innocent, hasn't done nothing wrong, and they realize it because due to the international, denouncing of the abuse of the laws of Cuba against the opposition, they had to set him free. And because there was consequences of embargo and other restrictions that made them, they had to free them. There was no reason to have them in prison, including the other three that were set free. Which one of them is Castellano, and the other one is the man of the cave, and there's another one. Talking about the man of the cave because he had to actually live inside a cave. That's how bad the economic situation is over there in Cuba. And because he denounced it, they put him in prison. If you're like, what's happening? The Democrats want to do the same thing. Well, it used to be the Democrats. The communists who took over the Democrat Party want to do the same thing, which is now officially the CPUSA. It's no longer a Democrat Party. You have Bernie Sanders who constantly trying to enforce his will upon us. Why? To destroy the country. There's no other reason. This guy is evil to the core, and those who follow him is just as evil. You got Danny Glover, you got Sean Penn, you got Danny DeVito, Robert De Niro, all these people that are millionaires. It makes no sense. People who will be destroyed by the same precept they want to impose, and they want to support, because supporting a communist. Oh, and now since he stepped down and they're trying to enforce their will on Biden, Biden is trying to give in. Look, these people are terrible. Whoever decides to vote for the Democrat Party is voting for the future of your destruction or your death, early death. Let me see if I can get the information that this. Okay, here I am getting close to it. Okay, we got it right here. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to try to put it in my page so that way I can. Okay, yeah, I can put it in my page. That way, okay. There's some information here. I'm going to show it right here, where people can get in contact. Just look at the email on the bottom. Don't read the. I know this is in Spanish, but the only thing you have to do is read the information of where to send it. It says at Cuban Defenders. Well, let me read it first. Well, it says at you. Okay, Cuban Defenders. You could put down and find out, like in Google Images, in Google Images, or you can go to Yahoo, or you can go to Google's and just write down Cuban Defenders .org or .com. I guess, I don't know, but you can try. It's not easy. It's not difficult. Just try Cuban Defenders .org or Cuban Defenders official website. Or you can go to Facebook and find out more information. You can go to the Twitter. You can go, like I say, you could go to Yahoo and find out on the official website. And there you can find information. And plus, Cuba decide, which in English would mean Cuba decides. But in Spanish, it's Cuba decide. But I'm going to show it. Don't worry. Voice of CANF. Well, I'm going to show it because I just can't understand this one. It says Voice of CANF. I don't know what it is. Rosa Maria Payá. Rosa Maria Payá is the daughter of a Cuban dissident who was assassinated by the communist regime, Osvaldo Payá Sardinas. And Rosa Maria Payá is the daughter. I once got to know her and spoke with her a few words. I was just a little bit, sad about her father's situation. I almost made a scene there. I said, wait a minute, I'm going to make a scene here. So, because I was like choking or something, I said, wait a minute, I'm not, because I'm very sentimental with this situation. And it only has to do with Cuba. I love these people. These people are brave to the core, and I consider them like my brothers. So, every time I got to deal with their situation, it really just blows me apart. I'm using some kind of therapy by remembering jokes and a program where this spokesman for the Cuban cause, he's kind of he's very humorous, and when I go to him, it goes away. So that I'm using that kind of like a therapy, so I won't, make a ridiculous scene of crying in front of anybody. So I'm trying my best because I gotta be. I know I gotta be strong, but I'm not that strong. That's the truth. The other page would be, well, if you go to Google Image, because I found her out in Google Image by putting down Ana Belkis Ferrer Garcia, who's the sister of Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia, the man who was recently liberated from from the hellish prisons of the communist regime. Okay, the information, if you can see, the ads are right here on this area. Let me see if I can put my finger here. Okay, right here. You can see it here. That's the information. I got the permission of one of them, due to her privacy. She told me not to release the privacy on air. So if anybody wishes to donate, you can contact me by my phone number. My phone number is 787-245-4118. 787-245-4118. My name is Eduardo Rodriguez. You can contact me, and I'll let you know because I got the information. She told me I can release if the person is decided that they wanna donate. So just in case, you can just call me, and I'll inform you and let you know how to where to send the money. Not to me, but directly to the sister of the leader of UNPACO, who's Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia. He is the leader of UNPACO. A very brave man. This guy is a very brave man. We could say like a George Washington type. I mean, this guy is brave to the core. I mean, a real brave man. He doesn't care dying. Well, he demonstrated. He's been in prison twice by these communists. The crime of Jose Daniel Ferrer is feeding the population, people that are very needed, and denouncing the corruption in Cuba by the communists. That's his crime. Another point that I want to bring out is the communists have a hero. Now, I'm going to clear this up. A hero. His name is Jose Marti. But I want to inform everybody out there that Jose Marti was an anti-communist. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it to everybody out there. Let me go. I should have prepared myself. Let me see if I don't think I erased it. If I did erase it, okay, no, I didn't erase it. Okay, I got it right here. I posted it in my blog. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Remember my name, Eduardo Rodriguez. You can go to my page by just writing down my name, and there you can find me quickly. I hope. I know. I wrote it down here. Remember what I just said. Jose Marti was an anti-communist, and I'm going to prove it to you guys. Let me see that. If sometimes I'm looking for something here. Okay, it's got to be somewhere around here that I got it. Okay. Now something tells me that I passed it right in front of my nose. That I passed it right in front of my nose. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try it one more time, and if I can't find it here, I'll show it to you guys. Oh, wait a minute, I think I got it in my WhatsApp. And I know I put it down here. I know I had posted it in my blog. So it's gotta be here. I mean, there's no way out of it. It's gotta be down here because I did post it in my blog, unless I posted it in the wrong blog because I got the Cuban blog. No, I'm telling you, this is just, okay. Let me see if I posted it. Oh, okay. Well, let me try it in my WhatsApp. I got it right here. I found it, but I'm gonna go to my WhatsApp because I know I posted it. But maybe I got it in my WhatsApp, which I want to show. I want to show it. Let me see if I got it right here because I know I posted it somewhere. I know I posted it in my blog. That's official. Okay, wait a minute. I know I went all the way up here. I want to show you proof. about Jose Marti being an anti-communist. Let me see if I got it right here. Okay. Okay, no, wait a minute. I know I posted it. But no, I'll show it anyway. I really don't care. You know, the devil ain't gonna go, deal as hard as the devil is trying to avoid for me to. I just found it right here in my WhatsApp, but I just wanted. I know I wrote something about it. I know I translated the words in English. His words in English. Okay, I did. I put it in my blog and in my WhatsApp, and now it doesn't want to show up. It does it on purpose. The devil is trying to freak me out, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No matter how hard he tries, it's not going to happen with me. I want to try. Oh, let's see. I'm going to show it anyway in Spanish, but I'm going to read it first, and I'm going to translate it. Oprimir es de infames. Esa futura esclavitud es el socialismo. In Spanish, it reads, to oppress is of the vile. That future of slavery is of socialism. That's what it says here. I put it in my blog. I mean, there's no way it's gonna escape that I didn't. But it's okay. It's right there. You know, and I'm gonna try one more time because I just can't quit. I just can't quit. I'm gonna try one more time because I know I put it down. As a matter of fact, I even closed down the page because I just can't quit here. I just can't quit. Because I did the translation in English, and I'm not going to let the devil try to get one over me. Let me try again, one more time. Excuse me that I'm taking time, but I just want the people, the American people, and my people here in Puerto Rico, I know English, a lot of them, understand what's the real who Jose Marti was. This is the guy that in Cuba, this is the man. This martyr was the man whose statue is all over Cuba, even in the office of the communist leadership, even in the Capitol dome, in the house of the communists, their leader. They have small statues of Jose Marti, and Jose Marti wasn't a communist. You know, a lot of people got it all wrong. He was a diehard anti-communist. I'm trying one more time because I know I posted it. You know, I'm not blind. I'm not. You know, I might be going crazy, but I know I'm not going that badly. So I'm going to try one more time to find it here. And if I don't find it, but at least I translated it. But I know I posted it. And if not, I'll do it again. I'll post it again. I'll stop it right here. Okay, no problem. Whoever it was is the devil or whoever, you won. But hey, I'm gonna post it again. No problem. You're not gonna stop me. Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay, let me try one more thing here. See if I posted it on the bottom here. No? Okay, that's okay. Let's leave it to that. But anyway, you're still not gonna win because I'm gonna put it down again in my blog. The communists, be prepared. I want the liberals to understand this because you see them praising Jose Marti. They even have a bodyguard standing at the tomb of Jose Marti. You know, like he's our hero. As a matter of fact, you know what? They don't even have a movie. They haven't even filmed a movie because it's not allowed to do it because they know he was an anti-communist. They don't have a movie about the life of Jose Marti when he was grown. Why? Because he was an anti-communist. They only have one movie that they did about him when he was a child. Only was his child. It's called The Eye of the Eagle. I think it is El Ojo del Águila in Spanish. In English, The Eye of the Eagle. This man was a diehard communist, and he has a whole bunch of phrases against socialism or communism. Even he goes far mentioning communism. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it every day. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to post this again in my blog because somehow or some way, you know, I posted it. I posted it. But I'm going to check it out because maybe I didn't downloaded it. How do you call it? Saved to my page. And I'm going to check that out. I'm still going to post it. I don't care how long I take it. I'm still going to post it today. But let's go to the news. Oh, pissed off. I get pissed off. You know, the devil thinks the communists think they're gonna put one on me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay, let's start off with, like I always start with, the religion of peace. Pakistan. This is in Pakistan. Muslims pelt female police officer with stones for trying to stop Friday prayer in mosque over coronavirus. But you know, why is India? It's the same thing is happening here in the States. A Muslim kills 3 females. Why isn't he executed? Why he isn't brought to justice and, hey, you're going to be executed, period. No lawyers. There's proof. He killed 3 persons. That's it. If they want to have a lawyer, tell the lawyer to represent him from an Islamic state. He said, go over to an Islamic state. From there, you can defend him via televised. But we're still going to execute him. While you do that, we'll execute him, and then you won't get paid anything. So you can do it for free. We just become a stupid nation. It's just like India. What the hell they have people like that in India? I would deport them all. You know, they're lucky I'm not the prime minister or whatever they call it over there in India, or the president of the United States. But I would just deport them all. There wouldn't be one left here. I'd close down their mosques. It's all, anyways, it's a terrorist organization. I would turn it into a pig market, selling pig meat, just to front it in their face, offend them even more. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, there's a lot of news here, but I'm going to go to the videos because the videos I have here are more or less telling the same thing that you're going to read. I'm going to read a whole bunch of things. The videos talk more than what I can read. I'm not going to put all the videos because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of video. I mean, a lot. Like I said, go to my blog and you can see all the videos you want to see there that I posted. Okay, let me put one first of the United for English speaking, and then I'm going to put some of at least one of what's happening in Korea, North Korea. But I got a bunch of them here on North Korea, a lot. Wow. There's another one that I want to put down because it's even better than the one I was going to post. Okay, I'm going to put this video here because I agree with this, believe it or not. Because I think of Sweden, they're permitting the business to go open. and the economy is booming, and the virus is under control. I don't know if it's true, but hey, that's what's happening. That's what I read about Sweden. I may be wrong, but that's what I read. I've read about it. So let's go hear this one here. It's short.
Hello and welcome back to TST. If you're new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell so you can receive news and updates that you can rely on daily. Texas governor prepares an executive order setting guidelines to reopen businesses. GOP Texas Governor Greg Abbott plans to unveil an executive order with guidelines on how businesses can reopen. Abbott held a press conference Friday to announce a forthcoming executive order that sets guidelines for how businesses can begin to reopen amid the coronavirus pandemic. Next week, I will be providing an executive order talking about what will be done in Texas about reopening Texas businesses, Abbott said Friday, saying economic activity can resume in a way that will be safe for that economic revitalization. We will focus on protecting lives while restoring livelihoods. We can and we must do this, said Abbott. Details in the order are not presently available. On March 19, Abbott issued an order to close certain businesses, including schools, restaurants, bars, and gyms, to limit the spread of COVID-19. Working together, we must defeat COVID-19 with the only tool that we have available to us. We must strangle its expansion by reducing the ways that we are currently transmitting it, Abbott said then. We are doing this now, today, so that we can get back to business as usual more quickly, he said lately. There are over 11,600 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the state of Texas, with over 200 deaths, according to the New York Times. More than 1.7 million people have tested positive for the coronavirus globally. Of those, at least 107,500 have died from it, and more than 395,000 have recovered. The United States has seen at least 514,000 confirmed cases, with approximately 29,300 reported recoveries and 19,800 deaths. Share your thoughts and responses in the comments down below. If you've liked this report, let us know by tapping the like button down below. Share the news among friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more news and updates on TST. I'm David Ravine, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then.
Oh, I want to put this one on. This guy makes more than $8 million in a government job. Listen to this. Donald Trump warns highest paid government boss could see pay cut of $8 million. I don't know if it's the 8 million, or if it's 8 million is more than 8 million what he's making, or if it's just of the 8 million he's making, it's going to be a huge pay cut. There's no reason. You know, that's what these communists are doing. They get into positions where they raise their pay in an exaggerated form, and they don't care. They don't care what the people. And then you see the states and you know, just going to fall into bits. So let's go to this one. Oh wow, this one's very short.
$8 million last year. It's ridiculous. I agree. It's ridiculous. I think it's the highest paid government. Long before I got here, you said Tennessee Valley Authority, right?
Tennessee
has to be the highest paid man in any government. Makes approximately $8 or $9 million. I don't know the gentleman, but he's got a heck of a job.
I pressed
Been there for a long while, hasn't he?
This one actually is new, came in April, but the previous one
That's separate. Yeah, that's separate. But
I pressed it, and just the one go up, won't open.
On the board, I know. But as you know, that's a quasi-public agency, and whoever the head of the agency is, that person makes a lot of money.
That's my second question.
Which is an amazing thing, right? And when we want them to do something, they're not there for us. That's not good. That's not good.
The second
They've been there
question,
for a long time. That's been a story for a long time.
I assume that you would support reducing that salary as part of the infrastructure bill.
Yeah, reducing it by a lot.
My other question
That
is,
is the greatest job in the history of government, almost. Certainly, if you're into money. Tennessee Valley Authority. That's right. Go ahead.
so
I've been waiting for somebody to ask me about that. It's been bothering me for a long time too. Go ahead.
so in
Okay, I hope it is reduced. You know, that's an exaggeration. You know, to me, it's a lack of disrespect to the people of Tennessee to do that. But if the people vote for that, you know, what the hell? You know, they asked for it. You know, you have to swallow whatever they give it to you. They push it on you. Because if you vote for that, that's voting Democrat. That's what happens. You get a corrupt system. Okay, let's go to the Donald Trump one. Okay. I don't want to show anything about Bernie Sanders, even though you know he's insulting Bernie Sanders. You know he's a New York. Oh, no, wait a minute. I just want you to hear this because I have nothing. You know, I don't think Bernie Sanders has nothing good to offer. The guy's a communist. If it's death and extreme misery, the only thing he can offer is that. You know, he's offering a whole bunch of things which is not going to be true. He's lying through his teeth, like all communists do. And then when they're in power, they start putting up mass executions and killing people from right to live by hunger or lack of medication. They're destroying the country. This guy's a thief. With thief all his life. Oh no, Bernie Sanders offers brutal realities. Oh, what would I care? Somebody should offer brutal reality to him, to Bernie Sanders. Not Bernie Sanders to Joe Biden, but Joe Biden, we all know he's just daffy and out of space. But somebody should handle a dose of reality to Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders has no reason. What happened? He's just he has no shame. He has no shame. It's like old communism. And the guy has no morals and he has no background to prove that he was entirely all there without stain, without blemish. This, I want to put this down. This comes from a Democrat. Listen to this one.
Hello and welcome back to TST. If you're new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell so you can receive news and updates that you can rely on daily. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo praises Donald Trump and says he won't run for president. He says Trump has really responded to New York's needs. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo made no bones about the fact that he has had political differences with President Trump in the past during his daily press conference Saturday. After he commented on the differences between the two politicians, Cuomo went on to praise the president's quick and efficient response to the coronavirus crisis in the state of New York. He has really responded to New York's needs. Cuomo was asked about replacing Joe Biden as the Democrats' candidate for president and went on to say, "There is no politics. I'm not running for president." Take a watch.
I've worked very hard with the President of the United States. We've had our political differences in the past, no doubt. But there's also no doubt that I've worked hand in glove with the President here. And he has been responsive to New York and responsive to New York's needs. And he's done it quickly and he's done it efficiently. I've literally had conversations with him in the morning where he turned around a decision by that afternoon. I've been in the federal government. I know what it's like to make a decision. And he has really responded to New York's needs.
Saying that people, Democrats want to see you replace Joe Biden on the ticket. What is your reaction and what do you think of that? Would you consider doing that?
Democrats would like to see me replace Joe Biden on the ticket. That is, on one hand, flattering. On the other hand, it is irrelevant. But to the extent it's flattering, I appreciate it. And look, when I talked about keep politics out of this, you know, everyone has been, I hope it's changing, but everyone has been very suspicious of government and government officials, politicians. It's always about their politics. They're always trying to take the next step on the ladder. Be very careful about what they say because nuance. They're deceptive creatures, politicians. I never felt that. I never believed it. But now it's more important than ever before that people understand there is no politics here. Sometimes it can work, and it can work right. And sometimes at a time of crisis, you actually see people who play to their strength. There is no politics here. I have no political agenda, period. I'm not running for president. I'm not running for vice president. I'm not running anywhere. I'm not going to Washington. I'm staying right here. I said to the people of this state unequivocally, when I was running for governor, I will serve as your governor. Well, they all say that, and then they do something different. Yeah, I'm not that person. I am going to do what I said I was going to do because that's who I am. So that's what I'm going to do. Period. End of story.
Share your thoughts and responses in the comments down below. If you've liked this report, let us know by tapping that like button down below. Share the news among friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more news and updates on TST. I'm David Ravine, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay home, stay healthy, and stay safe.
Okay, let's go to the next one here. Let me see if this one is from Dr. Stevens. No, it's not from Dr. Stevens. I think Dr. Stevens is very good. No, not Dr. Stevens either. I don't want to go through all of it because it's a lot. There's a lot of information. You know? Apparently I didn't get to, oh, wait a minute, I already did this one. China tries to control the narrative. Let me see this one here. I'm taking a little bit long because I just don't want to go through all of it. Okay, let me put this one on this North Korean dissident. Unfortunately, it looks like there was nothing with Dr. Stevens. Dr. Stevens is one of the best. Let me see if this doesn't. Okay, this okay. I can do this one. I want you to see what communism is all about by the mouth of a Korean dissident. Out of his own words.
Born and raised in
Who
North
lived it.
Korea.
There you go.
Although my family constantly struggled against poverty, I was always loved and cared for first because I was the only son and the youngest of two in the family. But then the Great Famine began in 1994. I was 4 years old. My sister and I would go searching for firewood starting at 5 in the morning and come back after midnight. I would wander the streets searching for food, and I remember seeing a small child tied to mother's back eating chips and wanting to steal them from him. Hunger is humiliation. Hunger is hopelessness. For a
What Bernie
hungry child,
Sanders wants for the
politics
US.
and freedom or not even
humiliation and starvedness.
On my 9th birthday, my parents couldn't give me any food to eat. But even as a child, I could feel the heaviness in their hearts. Over 1 million North Koreans died of starvation in that time. And in 2003, when I was 13 years old, my father became one of them. I saw my father wither away and die. In the same year, my mother disappeared one day, and then my sister told me that she was going to China to earn money, but that she would return with money and food soon. Since we had never been separated, and I thought we would be together forever, so I didn't even give her a hug when she left. It was the biggest mistake I have ever made in my life. But again, I didn't know it was going to be a long goodbye. I have not seen my mom and my sister since then. Suddenly, I became an orphan and homeless. My daily life became very hard, but very simple. My goal was to find a dusty piece of bread in the trash, but that is no way to survive. I started to realize begging would not be the solution. So I started to steal from food carts in illegal markets. Sometimes I found small jobs in exchange for food. Once I even spent 2 months in the winter working in a coal mine, 33 meters underground, without any protections for up to 16 hours a day. I was not uncommon. Many other orphans survived this way, or worse. When I could not fall asleep from bitter colds or hunger pains, I hoped that the next morning my sister would come back to wake me up with my favorite food. That hope kept me alive. I don't mean big, grand hope. I mean the kind of hope that made me believe that the next trash can had bread, even though it usually didn't. But if I didn't believe it, I wouldn't even try, and then I would die. Hope kept me alive. Every day I told myself, no matter how hard things got, still I must live. After 3 years of waiting for my sister's return, I decided to go to China to look for her myself. I realized I couldn't survive much longer this way. I knew the journey would be risky, but I would be risking my life either ways. I could die of starvation like my father in North Korea, or at least I can try for a better life by escaping to China. I had learned that many people try to cross the border to China in the nighttime to avoid being seen. North Korean border guards often shoot and kill people trying to cross the border without permission. Chinese soldiers will catch and send back North Koreans where they face severe punishment. I decided to cross during the day. First, because I was still a kid and scared of the dark. Second, because I knew I was already taking a risk. And since not many people try to cross during the day, I thought I might be able to cross without being seen by anyone. I made it to China on February 15, 2006. I was 16 years old. I thought things in China would be easier since there was more food. I thought more people would help me, but it was harder than living in North Korea. Because I was not free, I was always worried about being caught and sent back. By a miracle, some months later, I met someone who was running an underground shelter for North Koreans and was allowed to live there and eat regular meals for the first time in many years. Later that year, an activist helped me escape China and go to the United States as a refugee. I went to America without knowing a word of English. Yet my social worker told me that I had to go to high school. Even in North Korea, I was an F student. And I barely finished elementary school. And I remember I bored in school more than once a day. Textbooks and library were not my playground. My father tried very hard to motivate me into studying, but it didn't work. One point, my father gave up on me. He said, "You're not my son anymore." I was only 11 or 12, but it hurt me deeply. But nevertheless, my level of motivation still didn't change before he died. So in America, it was kind of ridiculous that they said I should go high school. I didn't even go to middle school. I decided to go just because they told me to, without trying much. But one day I came home and my foster mother had made chicken wings for the dinner. And during the dinner, I wanted to have one more wing, but I realized there were not enough for everyone, so I decided to against it. When I looked down at my plate, I saw the last chicken wing that my foster father had given me his. I was so happy. I looked him sitting next to me. He just looked me back with very warmly, but said no word. Suddenly I remembered my biological father. My foster father's small act of love reminded me of my father, who would love to share his food with me when he was hungry, even if he was starving. I felt so suffocated that I had so much food in America, yet my father died of starvation. My only wish that night was to cook a meal for him. And that night, I also thought of what else I could do to honor him. And my answer was to promise to myself that I would study hard and get the best education in America to honor his sacrifice. I took school seriously, and for the first time ever in my life, I received an academic award and for excellence and made Dean's List from the first semester in high school. That chicken wing changed my life. Hope is personal. Hope is something that no one can give to you. You have to choose to believe in hope. You have to make it yourself. In North Korea, I made it myself. Hope brought me to America. But in America, I didn't know what to do because I had this overwhelming freedom. My foster father at that dinner gave me a direction, and he motivated me and gave me a purpose to live in America. I did not come here by myself. I had hope, but hope by itself is not enough. Many people helped me along the way to get here. North Koreans are fighting hard to survive. They have to force themselves to survive, have hope to survive, but they cannot make it without help. This is my message to you. Have a hope for yourself, but also help each other. Life can be hard for everyone, wherever you
Oh
live.
God, well, what happened here?
My foster father didn't intend to change
I didn't
my
touch
life.
anything, and the
In the
damn thing
same
just,
way, you may also change
it's
yours
terrible.
life with
I'm
the
telling
even
you, this
smallest
is
act of love.
just terrible. These systems,
A piece of bread can satisfy your hunger,
without even touching it.
and having the hope
Okay, I didn't
will
even
bring
touch
you
it.
bread to keep you alive. But I confidently believe that your act of love and caring can also save another Joseph's life and change thousands of others Josephs who are still having hope to survive. Thank you.